Hi there, I'm Allie Elliott.
Hi, I'm Allie Elliott. Welcome back to my channel. I'm back again after another short break of giving blood and recovering from that. And I don't usually need recovery time, but I did a double dose and was not prepared anyway to do that. So it took me a couple days. But I've got one last Santa. This is actually going to be a little different. It's not this one. We're going to do an old Saint Nick set up here. Do I still want to open? I do. Okay, so. And I'm really loving this music. I'm so happy that the last one, the first time I had not linked my account right, and I had 38 copyright claims. I had to go one by one and fill them out one by one. But I got to figure it out, and I got it linked. And we're good to go on the second one with, I'm going to look so I get the name right, Epidemic Sound. And I love it. And the music is beautiful. So, you all in your feelings. So I'm trying to get, I'm still a little bit cloudy. I don't want to scare anybody away from giving blood. It's a wonderful thing to do. I give blood every 9 weeks. But this is the first time my levels have all been high enough that I could do a double. They call it like a power red, and they put saline in and take the blood out. And I should have just like cleared my schedule and planned to stay home like for a couple of days, and I'm fine now. But I was just super tired. Okay, so we've got old Saint Nick, or I don't think that's what he called him. Saint Nicholas, maybe? I don't know. There we go. Oh man, 19, 25, and 26, because I clipped his sleeve. Bad job, me. Alright, 19, 25, 26. No, 26, 27. Was there another one? I don't think there was. And then we'll throw one of these into a composite. Alright, that's all of them. This will be pretty quick. And I want to throw, I think I just said this, throw one of these into a composite. If I can remember where I have pictures of snow. And then I have 2 new projects to start today, and I'm super duper excited. And these are just personal projects. I want to do some portraits of my children that aren't just portraits, but I want them to really speak to who they are right now and their interests that they hold dear right now and are really important to them. So I've got one for my oldest that's kind of conceptualized, and we shot the real basic stuff for it. So I'm really excited to see that unfold, and I don't let me rush it. I have a tendency to rush those types of things because I want to get to the fun part, to the finish line, and start putting all the pieces together. So don't let me do that. Just, Allie, take a breath. So I might jump in here. I also need one thing at a time here. I gotta slow down. I need to get these Saint Nick pictures done. And I need some snow. So wait a second. Okay. So I've got to piece this together because we were building our house and living in a rental while the house was being built. And I've got to think about what year that was. because I know that there were beautiful pine trees in our backyard, and we got it was March. It was March of, maybe, nope, that's May. I can't read it, I guess. No, I could have probably just searched snow, but here we are. And my big boys were like tiny babies. Oh, my baby. This one in the picture is gonna be 17 next month. So just like to point out those little freckles. Do not pay attention to the fact that, oh, look at those freckles. That the focus is a little soft. This is what happens when I tell my sons, like, okay, don't smile. That's as good as it gets. They get like, he knows it. That's okay. All right, so I think I'll grab one of these. We had trees. The house that we live in now there are no trees anywhere. I'm missing trees. No. This little Pokemon master got like Cheeto dust or something on his face. It wasn't Cheeto dust, but it's something like it. And he's 14 now, which is crazy. I might grab some of these. They might be a little blown out, but like, not too bad. I'm gonna grab just a chunk. Oh, this music is beautiful. Oh man. Alright. I'm gonna copy those and then pop them into the Santa. So the one I'm just going to the one project I want to start today will be, I'm just going to work on my oldest son's, I don't know what to call it. I need a cool name for those, because I want it to be more than just of what they look like. I want that to be their interest. He could tell you everything there is to know about Disney World, Walt Disney, and his life. And he's an artist, which is fitting given that my husband and I met as art majors. And he's thinking that's maybe the direction he wants to go. He's more into animation and comics, so it's kind of cool because it's similar, but he's got his own thing. So that's really fun. I want him to collaborate with me on some work. This is pretty cool. And we did our first collaboration when he was 3, and I started a painting of him, and I just did like the skin and I blocked it in, stuff like that, and he finished it. He did the eyes and the hair and the shirt, and it was really cute. So anyway, I've got to get back to what I was doing here. I'll get Santa his headshot wrapped up. This is the one I think that I will use in the composite. Sniffly today. So we'll do this one because it's a nice closer up. So my title today was coffee or tea, but I don't trust anybody that actually says tea. Nobody really likes tea. That's false. I'm just saying it to be cool. I keep trying to like tea because I believe that it's like I know that it's good for you. I'm not there yet. Every once in a while, I'll find tea that like it's usually, the hotels kind of give you I'm gonna bump the brightness actually because it seems like maybe my strobe didn't fire at the same strength that it did in the other shot, and these were like a split second apart, so it wouldn't be hugely surprising because it maybe just didn't recycle quickly. So no big deal, that's going to be fixed. Just blinking, just nodding a little bit. I think I'll leave that because I want to leave his beard nice and full. Okay, so here's that one. Flatten this and clean up the sensor dust. One of these days I'll get a new lens or get it clean. I'm never gonna get it clean. I'll be honest about that. So I'll get a new camera and a new lens, and then life will be simpler because I won't have to spend a pretty good sized chunk of it cleaning up sensor dust. If that's the worst part of my day, fine then. My ears hurt. I feel like as I've gotten older, ears are like an ailment that I didn't ever have before. And now I do. That's not a bad one though, because I could never hear very well anyway, so missing out on that is not, whoops. Gives you one of those where he's like floating in dark looking at himself. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I saved that. There it is. I saved a basic set that I created for this. And I think what I'm going to do is duplicate this and bring it down a little bit more and just really highlight that directional light on his face. So I'm just putting back in the color that I lost. A little higher, there we go. A little bit bigger and a lower opacity. And then so wait a second. Before I do that, I'm going to flatten, flip, and then duplicate. and brighten it up a little. And actually might just, this is a little easier, it's like a shortcut. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna get these done because I am dying to get to the new project. I'm really excited. The district competition that I entered and I worked on stream, all of those were on stream, and I felt okay. I was coming off, last year was a tremendous year. And I was nervous that going into this competition season, having come off such a high note last year, which I was a gold medalist. I had 2 GIA nominations, 2 GIA finalists, and I was afraid that this year was going to be almost anything that I could do was not going to compare to what I did last year. But I was never going to not do it. I was just trying to get emotionally prepared to not do as well. So I think that's hard when you have some great success and then you want to replicate that year after year, and it's just not going to happen every time. Nobody does that every time. But you kind of no matter what you say in the back of your head, you're like, maybe I do. Maybe I do it every time. I mean, that's the goal. You want to. So I want to, even, when we've smoothed and stuff, I want to keep the line because that's important to his story. So, right there. And then take it smaller. So you can just kind of see the before and after of the dodging and burning. It's real subtle, but it just adds back in what is washed out when the strobe is strong. So I'm going to darken the whole thing because I feel like the beard and the hair is maybe getting a little bit lost, and then just bump the contrast. There's one. And then this one I want to do, I'm going to open this. It's like more traditional headshot situation. And hit the basics. And then we'll do a composite with the other one. I might do a regular one with the other one and then a composite just because if I ever try to guess what people are gonna like, I'm surprisingly bad at that, even after all these years. So I'm not gonna guess. So I thought maybe in recovering from my blood and platelet donation this week, maybe tea would help. And try to make myself like it. Whew. Got a little hand, maybe too much coffee there. What is happening? I'm just getting sloppy. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. This week has been really fast, and also I've lost track of the days. Weekend. Oh, you know what? That's what I was doing, and I totally distracted myself. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that just like that, and then um, move out these. And then I'll have to go all the way up to 100 and make sure that I get the hard edges. And it looks like there is a little dusting of color over his forehead. Let's fix that. So everybody going to see fireworks? I guess Americans only. Unless everybody wants to join the party. It's a good time. Our grill blew away in a storm, and we've not replaced it yet because we've been house hunting. And a lot of the houses we've looked at have already had like an outdoor kitchen, so we didn't want to buy one. I was going to get one for Father's Day. We didn't want to buy one, you know, if we're going to end up in a place that already has one. But now, in the meantime, we are sadly stuck grillless. So, bad news. And I'm going to open some of these snowy. I'll open these and just see what we want to composite together. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is make sure that I don't forget what I'm doing and leave this in there because I just want the background. So this will be another basics run, and I exceeded some of it. But I fixed it. Ready to just calm down. And I don't think I want that deep shadow. So I want that. Music's also going to put me to sleep, which, while it's beautiful, that would make for a boring stream. Maybe not. Maybe be the same level of boredom as right now. Okay, so this is the last one. Now I can composite this, and then we can move on with one of the two. Now, have I found it? Was I a responsible girl and found everything that I needed? No. Kind of have a general idea where the stuff that I needed might be. So, Now, since this has a nice light backdrop, it should be a pretty easy pickup. I want to add just a little swoop here so that when we can erase it back, it's not so I want to hang on to this because again, this is something that it's easier to erase back on than it is to add it back in. In my recovery, I was watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. So if I start speaking in an accent, then you know, I do need coffee now, actually. Do I want to leave? I think I maybe do want to leave a little bit here. I don't know what was happening with my mouse. That was weird. But I want to leave like a kind of a gradient of the fur and colors and stuff. And okay, so this extraction was kind of a mess. Still significantly easier than it would have been Photoshop 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And that way both sides will match or complement at least. You see me doing that. The background is very close to some of the hair and skin tones, so that makes it a little easier to give a the illusion. Alright, so that's part of it. That's kind of the foreground. It looks blown out, so let's check that out. And it's not. Against all odds. I grabbed this mainly because I would like to keep some of the pine trees. It might be a weird extraction because he's blocking the edges. I don't know why I grabbed that one. It's cute, but yeah. I did a composite for Santa in this before. But it was a long time ago. So first thing I'm gonna do is take my little dude out of here. As cute as he is, you cannot see Santa or St. Nicholas or whoever the guy in the robe is. Like maybe a power line or something, it looks like. Now there was still information there when I checked the levels. Okay. I'm going to flatten and duplicate. And then do we want to add? I feel like the answer is no. But I'll grab it anyway and see how we feel about it. If we do use it, I want it to flip because I want the light to all be coming from what right now is camera right, and then we'll probably flip the image in its entirety. But I was hoping I kept that saved after all that extracting. Just kind of paring this down. First thing first, I want that horizon line there. Okay, so we might have to split this into two separate. Okay, and then let's bring this. That might be too much contrast. I'm gonna keep it but hide it for right now. I don't think that I want. I like this, I'm pointing at it, but I like this branch here. And I like the way it's framing. This one is good because it's got a little more of an anchor with, you can see part of the tree. I'd obviously take all this stuff out. Which I'll give it a fair shake and take this excess out before I completely get rid of it. But I like the weight of the snow on it. And I copied this tree in the back. I'm going to do that. So that if we want that, but this base image is pretty uniform, which I really like. I'm going to get rid of this whole thing here. So if we want to keep this, it really, I think, is going to compete. So I'm not going to finish that. And I'm going to take that one out too, because this is basically a blank canvas. I'm going to play the same songs again. That was really pretty. Where did my music go? Okay. Alright, so how big do we want him to be? I kind of want him on rule of thirds, and remember that we are going to Or do we want them over here? Do we want them at tension point? Let's duplicate here and bring this way down, like almost like nighttime. And we can even add some blues in, cool it down a little. And we can do the same for him. Before I do that, I want to make sure that I saved a regular. Make sure I saved a regular one for him, just in case. One, two. Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to leave him color-wise the same as right now. And the first thing I'm going to do is take a pretty good sized brush at a low opacity. So I've got a lot of control here. And it's just going to vignette. This will be so subtle. You can see down here on the preview, there's barely anything there. And then down here, I'll take a smaller brush. Okay, and then I'm going to duplicate this layer so that if I do something terrible and ruin it, I can always go back. But I'm going to start real small and with 100%. And then we can get on with the two new projects. The one project I don't even think I'm going to try to explain. Without showing you the visuals, or maybe even like a little sketch. Because it's a concept that it's a visual concept. It's kind of hard. Maybe I'm just not very good with words, but it's similar to a project I did in college, but I'm using my kids instead of me. I couldn't just, like, the assignment was to sit down with a mirror and drawing 2 or something and do a self-portrait. Well, because I can't just do stuff according to the assignment, or like I've got to be extra. So I did a mirror. So I did a full-length mirror in front of me, and then a mirror behind me, so you could see the front and you could see the back, and then a mirror over here that I was looking at to draw. So I was looking at the mirror that had 2 mirrors in it, and then the drawing was of what I was seeing there, and then trimmed in a mirror. So it was a pain because it was a multi-day project, and it was a pain to get set up just right, but it was fun to see the different perspectives of the same subject matter. So that's kind of the thought process that I'm going with for this project, where I was initially going to use my niece, because my niece has she bears an uncanny resemblance to my mother's grandmother, who would be my great, is that just my grandmother? Yeah. But it was her engagement picture, and she was like 16 or 17, something like that. So I've been trying to get my niece here to do this, and I want to highlight how much. It looks like there's a puddle behind it. Let's just take a little more of this off. I've been trying to get my niece here, and I just haven't been able to do that. My youngest daughter looks a pretty fair amount like them. She also looks like my mom in some of her pictures. So I think now I'm kind of, after I shot it, I'm not sure what I want to do. If I want to maybe use my mom, one of her childhood pictures. But anyway, I'm going to do kind of the same thing where she's looking into what is going to appear to my viewer as a picture frame, but being the reflective surface picture frames tend to be, you'll be able to see the reflection of my daughter, the actual reflection, and then also the image of whoever I end up using, and be able to see the resemblance. So that is, I said I wasn't going to try to explain it, and I did, and now you're probably confused and wished I hadn't, so you're welcome. But I've got no deadline for it. It's something that I've had sketched out for a long time, and I was kind of waiting on my niece, and I feel like that's probably not going to happen, so we went ahead. I was taking my oldest son in to do his interest, and I'm going to do this two different ways, actually. First of all, I'm going to do a dark one, and then I'm going to do a light one. So I'm going to duplicate this again and really warm up the light that is falling on him. And then erase. Oops, I did that backwards. What? There we go. And then I'll take a nice big fat brush at 100%. And then we'll definitely have to, it looks like he's being abducted right now. So we'll have to make sure he doesn't get abducted. And then I'm going to bring this down a little bit so that it's not like he's not being beamed anywhere. It's a nice, subtle, light play. Alright, that's a little more calm. I'm gonna duplicate him and warm up the camera right side where the beam light is. And then erase back anything in shadow. Anything that would be out of the light. And before I flatten this, I'm going to jump in there and make sure that when I duplicate, I didn't get some weird aberration or something like that. So just the shadows because the warm light is hitting the right side. Everything on the other is going to stay cool. So I do think that I will duplicate and then I'm going to duplicate this one back out of that a little bit so I can have a nice view. And this I'm intending to gray out. So normally anytime you darken, I will add back in the warmth, the color, but I don't want that in this scenario. And then I also want to add some weight under his feet. And then if there's any haloing, anything like that, we can address that. Make this smaller so that it's just so one thing I'm going to do here is just, oops, not that, soften these hard lines. Okay, and then we'll do the usual treatment. He's very small in the frame, so details, I don't want to say they're not as important because in some ways they're more important to be able to find them from further away, and then in other ways they're never going to show up as much as they would in a closer up portrait. So live your life. And I want to highlight some of the texture in his hair. And then the fur. Nice light in his eyes. And then I will go ahead and burn a little bit. Just to define to shape them. Okay, so I also want to calm down this hard line, especially up here where naturally the eye is not going to worry about every single hair and And in this scenario, the contrast is high enough that the hard lines are kind of a natural line, but because of the subject matter, I still want to soften a little bit and not bring attention to and gotta be real careful blurring lines on hands. Hands can get weird real fast. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate because I like where he's at right now, and then maybe bring down the contrast a little bit. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is no, I don't. I'm not gonna do that, but it's gonna take a minute and do it anyway. I'm gonna duplicate. Hide that one. Flatten these. And then I'm going to back way up and just treat kind of the whole image. Okay, that's definitely the direction that I want to go in. That's more dramatic than I was going for. So I'm going to erase back to where I want him to be. And then I can lower it just a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to flatten. Hang on, going back to it. Let's everybody calm down. There we go, and I'll save this as A. And then we're going to go back and do a lighter one. Take these out and this in. What do we? Because I actually prefer, I might prefer the other. Okay. Just distracted. We'll give them this option too, but I prefer the other. Make sure that go. And then I'm just gonna give it a nice there we go. Duplicate that one, merge these, and what if we did kind of a painterly scenario with this one? I'll take it real small. Okay, I'm going to switch because that clicking drives me bananas. And that way he's just got options. And make sure and keep the natural movement. And keep that. Just real light. It's heavier than I intended it to be, but we're in too deep now. And then back to the fabric. Fabric is like my favorite thing in the world to smudge. Just like in drawing, just the highlights and shadows. Hey! I know, we're almost done with Christmas in June. And I'm really excited about the projects that I want to start, which makes finishing the current project a little, less enthusiastic. Oh yeah, I started to say this earlier. So coming off last year was a great competition year, and I did okay. Like if I had this year last year, then I would have been really excited. Since I had so much success last year, it's kind of a letdown because I didn't top 10. And even though I didn't expect to, you kind of let yourself think, maybe. But it's not like I expected to the year before either. Just get a little taste of that. How's every... Thank you. That's exciting, I guess. Yeah, just the woo. No who, just woo. Yeah, I mean, I had one person say maybe after this year you want to take a year off and just regroup and enjoy it for a little bit longer, but I couldn't. I don't think I could. I don't think I would allow myself that luxury of not being like hyper competitive at all times. I'm very excited about this project, and these projects for my kids are just they're just personal projects, and I haven't done just a personal project in a really long time. Hey, thank you. Low base is here. How are ya? I was on a little mini hiatus because they talked me into a Power Red blood donation on Monday, and it knocked me out for a few days. Oh man. So I don't know if you guys were here when I think I was talking to myself earlier, but I'm starting on personal projects. First time in a really long time, actually, that I did something not competition. I mean, competition stuff is usually personal projects, but this is literally just a personal project. And then I do a lot of exhibition stuff, but there's nothing else I can do with these except print them on the wall, form them as babies. Okay, cutting corners a little bit. Cut them just with compulsion. I definitely like the darker one. Congratulations! You get a full woo and a who. Just need some little swirlies here because I like the darker one better. So this is just formality. And we'll dot just a little bit. Have you shot with your new lens yet? Oh, that's exciting. What are you gonna shoot? Oops, what do we got for? Best Buy? Never even think to look there for anything. Best Buy is my husband's department. Okay, I'm done with this, and then I can show you my new project I'm very excited about. Somebody's phone is going crazy. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So now new project number 1. And I was okay. So it's gonna be her. It's obviously it's gonna be a composite. Capture one for iPad and capture one at all. But share anyway. Oops, I just cracked my knuckles right by the microphone. I'm sorry. She looks like a little sassy. Do that one. So let's do 34, 35. Something's happening. Hear it. I don't know what happened. Hey, thank you. I can't hear my notifications very well. Oh, look. We're festive down here. So how was it? Is it? It's up like it's in the red zone now. I'm so quiet. You can use a mouse with an iPad, can't you? Once I got used to the stylus on my tablet, I hate my mouse. The noise irritates me. And now I forgot what I named this folder. There. Oh, it's a big letdown. Why? I don't know where to. I didn't know where to yawn. No, it felt like I was yawning right in your faces. I still use the mouse for like everything but something that's like a drawing movement. But then I can't. I don't think I'm capable. I've gotten worse at using it than I was before. 36. So, I'm just expecting it to read my mind and do what I say. It wasn't letting a lot of features right away. Oh. Layers, levels, sessions, tethering. What did it have then? Just like color and I didn't realize the look on her face was so serious. Here we go. Alright, 1352. I know it'll depend. Huh. Is it free? Or no, it's not. If it's subscription only, then it's not free. I'm still tired. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm still cloudy, like my head is still cloudy. Maybe that one too. I'm probably gonna have to pick the picture that she's gonna be reflecting in, so that we can best match her expression. I tried to shoot a lot of different ones. Uh-oh. Those are unrelated. Oh. I don't even know what a rail for macro is. It's like a monopod? Or like a... Is it literally like a track? I don't shoot macro. Oh, for stacking. Yeah, remote control. That sounds pretty cool. I just want remote control everything now. My backdrop stand, remote control. I want my lighting, my portrait lighting system. I want it all attached to the ceiling, remote control. I want it to read my mind. I was just looking for that. Okay, so my initial idea for this was I was going to have my niece who looks very much like my great-grandmother, her great-great-grandmother, and it was going to be her looking at a picture of the grandma. We're going to abbreviate. Because they look so similar that if you have her reflection in the picture, then you see the resemblance. But we just have not been able to get her into the studio. So I got impatient. So I'm going to use my little girl, and I think she looks more like my mom than she looks like the other option. So I've got to find, I'm pretty sure she's got like a first grade picture. We should all be remote, exactly. I think that some members of our government are. Let's see, I've got maybe this one. Maybe this one. Let's do that. Yeah, pay us. Okay, features later. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I kind of got into that in my software. It's my bookkeeping, and it's supposed to be like contracts, all that stuff, like workflow for portrait studios. And I've only ever used it for accounting, but it is. I was a beta tester, and this is like 12 years ago. But they tried to, every time somebody would suggest a feature, then they would try to do it, but it would never be quite right, and then it would mess other stuff up. So now there are all these like pieces of features that don't really work. What did I do with that? Did I not just copy that? Did I put it in here? Oh, I did. I should have. Okay. Okay. I'm just like, my brain is not having it. Okay. I think this will be a good one. So not that one. And I think maybe the reason I turned on that kicker behind her was to have like maybe a window or something. I'm a big fan of heavily directional light because it's a nice way to be able to um, unify everything in a composite. And then music song. Okay, probably not the serious one. Maybe one of those two. All right. Oh, see, why didn't I look first so she could tilt her head? I do this. I get impatient. We'll just put it on both. Hmm. All right. Now looking at it, she doesn't really look like her. Kind of defeats the purpose. All right. I'm going back to my music real quick. Maybe. There we go. Okay. So looking at that, maybe I'll go through here again and just make sure that I didn't miss one that was a better match. Okay, so I thought I might end up having to composite the whole thing together, but it makes sense that I'm not biased at all. Just fact. And she's probably watching. So I should have switched my angle. And I did not have the kicker on yet. Oh no, I did. Where'd you go? Ooh, that one might be a solid match. 1328. Do I have that open? Nope. See that? No. Do not want to browse and bridge ever. So. And now I forgot my number. 1328. Okay. Yeah, that might be a solid match. We'll scroll through here one more time. Very curious all of a sudden. Hey! Welcome to the party! You guys brought the party! Thank you! Hi! Good morning! Well, it's 5 p.m. here, but it's a good morning somewhere. How's it going? How was your stream? Thanks for coming, hanging out. Good. What you working on today? Nice to meet you. Yay! Thank you. I think I'm already a follower of yours. How do I tell? Yes, I am. Sweet. Thank you so much. You editing today? What's a good word? Yeah, I got this angle wrong. Whoops. She should be suspicious of herself. She is the baby of the family in every possible way. On Wednesday to share everyone else's work on stream and do a little review. How cool! I love it. Well, don't review this because it still sucks, but we'll get there. Everybody's here for the music anyway because I got music back. I may have to go reshoot this because this is, that would be an easy fix. Ah. And there's a gnat in here. That might have just that was makeup, but yeah, I thought we had a good match. She has her mouth, that's for sure. Just mad there. We'll take that one out. And that one out. When I was shooting this though, I was thinking you noticed the music. And it's pretty music too. I'll start singing. That's the other. I'll sing some patriotic music. Okay. Last crack through. 48. That might be it, but the problem that I'm going to have with this one is that she's tilting her head a little much, so there's barely any white on the side of her eyes. Now I feel like this one might be better. I'm going to open all of them. Awesome. Thank you so much for the raid. Have a good night. All right. Okay. I think this one might be it. I think I've said that for maybe 4 different ones. But I think we can match the head tilt. I'm going to flip this Let's see. And we can manipulate a little bit to make it make more sense. This one, she just doesn't, she's not showing her cheeks in it. But I do like her hair better in that one, so we might have to pull that back out. It does look suspicious. She probably is guilty of something. Okay, so I need to write down, I need to photograph a room, the frame, what else do we want? The table, window. I wonder if maybe I should reshoot with her wearing a similar collar. Maybe. Okay, so, alright, I'll just kind of, I think this is the best match. I'm going to scroll through her one more time because I can't help myself. And then my teenager got lazy on me and dropped it. Is that better? Is that a better match? Let's see. Actually, it looks like basically the same. Okay. Those were her poses. Alright, so I'll sketch out here what the plan is. Because I'll need to shoot some stuff for this. Alright, so over here, we'll have, let's see, I want to draw this out. You see this? If we do it like this. So over here we'll have a frame. Very scientific here. Maybe a little smaller than that actually. But table. So and then a frame, and it's going to be her reflection. Half her reflection on the glass. This is her grandmother's picture. And then I want to see a little more of this chair, but I also, where do we want near? Window, maybe we do a lamp over here to visually explain. Let's do that. Let's do a lamp on the table. I even photographed one for a composite earlier. Makes it real easy. And then over here, I would like the definition. See, I was just talking about a stylist, and now, hey, Olaf, how's it going? I was just talking about loving my stylist, but a wall here and then window. And I have all of this already shot, so I could start bringing, I'm going to save this one as, let's see, Grandma Progress. And probably close these out because I don't need these anymore. How's it going, Olaf? Something exciting in the soccer world. So, alright. Let's grab a lamp because we know that we just had one. Oh, cool. What kind of shoot did you do? What was your subject? Okay. So, it's going to be in competition. What was the name of that? I spend most of my life trying to remember names. Okay, there it is. Hey, thank you, new follower. Hammerstrom 47. I get so nervous when I have to pronounce things. Give me real easy ones. And I closed the whole thing. My grandma progress. Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Are you a photographer? I'm getting ready. Subject of the library is mixed. Oh, cool. Libraries are some of my favorite places to shoot. Oh, very cool. Wildlife from Sweden. What kind of wildlife do you have in Sweden? There are a lot of wildlife photographers on Twitch. Actually, if Low Base is still here, I thought of you because we watched Waterboy the other night, and they were eating the snake, and he asked what part, and it's like she was like, if I had to pick, it'd be the knee. What do you mean? You are there. You're here. That's really who I was talking about. Low Base is here. Do you guys know each other? I just assume everybody knows each other. I feel like I want a round table for this. Might just have to create one though. Foxes, eagles. Yes, eagles this week for the 4th of July. That's very important to me. Hawks, moose. Ooh, moose. And some deer. Alright, so I've got all that in Indiana except for moose. I don't think we have moose. Models, portraits, or weddings. Oh, okay, I've seen a fair amount of weddings. I've seen a few portraits. I don't know, really just, I was thinking of you mainly. There are other photographers. Oh, there are other wildlife photographers, right? I guess I'm thinking of macro. Are you gonna edit your stream? Or you're gonna stream your edit? Do that backwards. Alright. Got my lamp. I know I have a picture frame because I've used a picture frame in about 1 million images. I just have to remember where the source file is. Let's see. Oh, I know. Home of the Unknown Soldier. Had one. Yeah. Are you going to... I do have an Instagram page. I'll share the link. Do you have one you want to share? Yes, Olaf. Are you going to stream your edit on Twitch? I don't know what my problem is today. Okay, I don't know if anybody was here when I said this earlier, but I gave blood on Monday, which I do all the time, no big deal. Well, at least every 9 weeks, not all the time. Or that would probably be a problem. But they talked me into a double where they take more, and it messed me up. And I don't want to scare anybody off from giving blood, but I was just not prepared for how tired I would be. So there's my Instagram. Share your IG with us. And if you're cool with that, I'll put it on stream too. If anybody's looking right now, they're like, wow, that's not good. Not good. Sketch, and then mom picture, and then I'm going to duplicate my background because it's compulsion. I can't help myself. But I also want to duplicate her reflection because that's kind of, I want to keep it as natural as possible because no. Yeah. Yes. What is happening right now with soccer? Every time I see a score, then we were like, maybe they're doing it on purpose. Like England, what is even happening over there? Maybe I feel like they might be hustling us. I mean, expert is subjective, but I would say I'm pretty solid in Photoshop. There aren't many things that I would feel like I can't do. Let's see. Where do I want to? Oh, I need a frame. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, here we go. I don't use Lightroom at all. I know a lot of people love it, but what did I just? Oh yeah, I still haven't found my frame. Okay, so I've got a few different frames that I could use. I could use gold. No, I don't like that one. I like a wooden frame. That's right, because that was from So You'll Remember as well. I think I like a wooden frame, or do I like this one? That one's a little dark. Oh, are my ads still all messed up? Yeah. So the soccer situation right now, I don't know what's happening, but it's weird. I don't trust it. I feel like we're being hustled. I don't know. I like the texture of this gold frame. But oh wait, maybe I like this one better. We'll use this one. I didn't even mean to take a picture of that. Okay. I'm cold. Alright, let's get the frame out here. So this is definitely not something that we'll finish today. But I want to get it laid out so that then we can get to the fun part. I like this frame. It's a good frame for my purposes right now. So I want this to be a really dark, visually dark image, which is not surprising at all. The kid hustled us. Exactly. I'm going to pop this up in front and then hide it because let me scooch this back actually. So I'm going to do just a real easy sketch here because I want a round table. Yeah, I don't think I have a round table to photograph, so we'll just have to fake it. But this will all have really strong light fall off, so it'll be just almost black. And then I don't think we need to go panoramic. I really want a window in here for some reason. I don't even know if that makes sense. Oh, stream tomorrow, yes. That's the ultimate hustle. I miss watching the games though. Even the cluster that the recent ones have been, which US came out in a pretty good, like they came out looking pretty solid as compared to like England, who's having a rough go of it. But you know what? We play England in November, so I'm not sad. Not sad for them. We were just talking about maybe having a watch party for that game. Because I coach U12 and U15. My husband coaches varsity girls and varsity boys, all for the same club. And I think it would be fun to have like a watch party, but I'm a little afraid about watching very important sporting event in front of impressionable children. I'm a perfect lady until it comes to competitive events. And then I am a full-time photographer. I've got a little studio. I'll show you my studio. On the town square. I've been there 10 years. I've been in business. Here's my website, but it's got the studio on it. I don't have inside pictures. There's not much to see. It's a very small studio. I got it for the location, which has been phenomenal. But, you know, that's how I got good at compositing. Yes, I'm so excited for the England-US game. I'm very nervous. I know. So Dest is still injured, and Miles Robinson is out with an Achilles, so he's not coming back, which is just terrible for defense. But, you know, what can you do? Okay. I get so tempted to just go ahead and do the fun stuff, like do the highlights and and all that stuff, but I don't want to mess up the overall. I want to do something that would be better if I just waited. Okay, make this a little bigger. Like just hanging out on the. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I feel like we have a really deep bench, but they're young. And speaking of the opposite of youth, I am going to play in my alumni game in 2 weeks, and the next oldest person is 17 years younger than me. So that'll be interesting. I don't even care. I'm excited. All right, now where's her reflection? Let's move that up here. Okay, I'm going to hide that. And then, so I want to add a layer on top of this. Okay, so it's got to be the alligator, the like side, the profile with the reflection. That's got to be one, right? Olaf, who do you guys play in group play? Who are your games against? I can't remember. But I didn't do that yet. Getting more distracted. It's the sleepy music. I put everybody to sleep. But as long as you're sleeping and the stream is still on, I'm okay with that. It's going to be interesting to see. Yeah. I felt like this whole summer thing was super weird and like not really representative of any of these teams. So the September window will be, I don't know, I forget who they're playing, like Japan and Saudi Arabia or something like that. Okay, let's see. You've got some really killer, um, pun intended, alligator. Okay, I like this one. I like the texture. Crazy detail. Okay, approve. Oh, I like this one too. This isn't the one I was thinking of though. I was thinking of that, the side profile. I missed her. I like it. I think that you should add a snake in there. Don't replace anything though. Just live like me for one competition and throw everything you got at it. Do it. We're gonna peer pressure you. Okay. Let's see. Am I moving a bit? There we go. Alright. So alright. First I want to clean up where this is just like a wallet, like a school wallet or something where it was. Ooh, Poland, Mexico will be so good. Yeah, I'm rooting for Mexico too. Argentina is gonna be tough. Oh my gosh, you're in a hard group. I looked at the groups and thought, okay, there's no like group of death or like stuff like that where it's like an impossible one. Everybody has one team that's like kind of low hanging fruit. And then the rest seem pretty evenly matched, but do you want to share your work with us? Hammer Strom 47. I need to give you a nickname. I'm a big fan of nicknames. Okay, so I'm also going to brighten her features up a little. And I'm going to duplicate in case I screw it up. Awesome. Some Swedish wildlife. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm not signed in on here. Like you can't even make them big if you're not signed in. Okay, let me put it in my other browser. Are those puffins? Is that what they're called? Oh, it's a video. Oh my gosh, look how gorgeous that is. It's not Indiana. I mean, we've got beautiful country, but it doesn't look like that. I love your work. Here, I'm gonna fan you as soon as, or whatever, what is it called on Instagram? Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh. I love it. So do you feel like, Yes. Oh my gosh. The red card in that last game. He is one of my favorite players too. I lost my mind over that. That was ridiculous. See, now I'm mad again. Oh, look at these guys. Okay, if I'm being real honest, I would be scared to be in this scenario because he looks very intense. He's not the Winnie the Pooh owl. Oh. I feel like wildlife, I would be scared of the owl. Look at that. Are you in competition? Come compete with me. What is that? That's a deer? This is not what he's got a beard. I love it. Is that a deer? Yeah, yes, I did. I flashed back to that game because I was losing it. That red card was ridiculous. He was only in like 7 minutes. Plus, I'm gonna go on a tangent here because he was kind of a fringe player. So like he wasn't probably gonna be a starter, but he was a solid sub, and he was a sub that was used consistently. Except for of course the game that I went to because I really wanted to see him play. But now I feel like that might have hurt his position coming off the bench, even though it was. That's not what deer look like here. That's crazy. I can't believe that's a deer. I've got two entirely different conversations happening right now. I'm like floored right now that this is a deer. He's beautiful. Look at his little beard. I like this one too. I keep going back to that. This looks like a competition image. Yeah, he was 7. Give me that ref's home address. I think he's a FIFA ref too. What is that? I want one. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It looks like a little anime bird came to life. Well, you missed a real party. I had two fantastic conversations going on so that neither of them made sense. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. But again, I would be afraid. The the fuzzy little bird, that's the only thing I wouldn't be afraid of. I'm indoorsy. You've got fantastic work here. Oh my gosh. How did you get this? He looks like a grandpa. He's like Grandpa Squirrel. I need to come to Sweden. Although apparently I'm afraid of all your wildlife. That's not a hard feat though. I'm afraid of a lot of wildlife. Shoo, look at that clarity. It looks like a grandpa too. See, okay, this is a regular looking deer. It looks prettier though. I'm indoorsy. I'll risk it for the right photo. I'll risk life and limb and pics. Oh, that's the other one was the boy. Oh yeah, because he had nubbies. I'm sure that's what they're called. Yeah. Oh my gosh, though, look at those Joan Crawford eyebrows. I'm obsessed. You give me an animal with eyebrows any day. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. A drop of golden sun. Dang it, if that's stuck in my head, we're gonna fight. Whatever's gonna keep me awake from my sleepy time music. I love the deer with the dome. Is that what I said? Didn't I say a drop of golden sun? Okay, I'm going to give her some contouring so that when we add that reflection on there, there's still definitive features for each separate child. Why am I putting a pause in between every word that I say? I'm getting on my own nerves. I should go to a zoo. Like a zoo I could hang. But now I need a Swedish zoo. There's gotta be, oops, I just gave her like mascara. There's gotta be some random wildlife animal that you're afraid of. Everybody tell me. Or like a baby. Because I photograph babies and Twitch in general as a whole, not a fan of babies. So maybe that's where my strengths lie. Yeah, bears. Do you have bears in Sweden? I think I might, if I'm being real honest, I might actually be less scared of a bear than than I would be a snake. I don't know. I've seen bears like as a kid. Well, and it's as a grown up too, but like as a grown up it was from the car. Not that it's not scary in the car. Oh, high up. Okay. Yeah, we don't have bears around here. Once in a while, we have bobcats and cougars, and in fact, and we have mountain lions, which that's a new thing, and they've been killing off wildlife. Like I sound like my Ingalls right now, but it's not my wildlife. It's not my not my animals. My animals are inside. Okay. So, if I she looks like a totally different person. But if I take her reflection and just match it up. Whoops, not like that though. Okay. So, there is a weird shit. There we go. Okay. I'll duplicate that. And this is frustrating because I want to finish this today and I know I can't. And like not even going to be close. I think maybe I stopped talking like mid-sentence just a second ago. So if I did not finish something, tell me. Okay, let's see. And now I'm just going to go to What brand of what? Camera? I am Nikon. It's like an old, crotchety grandma Nikon. Yeah, I'm Nikon. And then my lenses are whatever was on sale. Tamron. Actually, I think I have a couple of Nikons, but I don't use them. So I'm going to take the hand off of there because it's not really adding anything. And then I'm going to leave the whole face for the time being because I don't want to erase back more than I'm going to end up needing. Yeah, bears are fast. But have you seen the video of the guy getting chased by, I actually don't know what it was. I think it was a mountain lion. But a mountain lion, our backdoor neighbor, a mountain lion took down 2 of their horses in the middle of the night. Now do you see why I'm indoorsy? Yes, thank you. I just kept telling myself if we've got a video of it, they either found it afterwards or all was well. Let's change your face completely. Just a moment. What am I looking for? I forget. You've done mountain lion portraits? Let's see it. Stuffed. I don't really know what let's Google it. What do mountain lions look like? Oh, okay. They look mean. They honestly look like my cat. When we were cat shopping, it was actually after we already had our cat. There was a cat at PetSmart for adoption that was like huge. Like our entire cat. You could fit 3 of our entire cat in its head. It looked like a panther. What if they were accidentally adopting out a baby panther? Just saying. Like, how do you know? How do you know for sure? Okay. So, now, what is that? Oh, okay. So this can, what's that? Nobody knows. Let's merge those. And then I'm gonna have to go actually pretty soon. Oh, I did color lesson wrong. What if I need glasses? I made it 40 years. I don't actually know which one. Maybe like a happy medium. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Alright, let's see. Okay. Let's deselect that and decide. That doesn't feel like it's going to be big enough to see. It was nice meeting you. Go to bed, get some sleep, and come see us again. Thank you so much for stopping in. And thank you for sharing your work, too. Have a great night. Okay, so, first of all, I'm going to save this. Because I've learned my lesson. That's why. I don't need to save that. And okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna come back. Actually, you know what? There's a frame in here. Actually, I think it's that. There's my studio too. I wonder what I needed that for. Oh, that's beautiful. Good job. I don't know, to be honest, if I want a window. I feel like I do, but I don't really have an explanation for it. Why do I need a window in this picture? And the signs and omens, I used one for that. But I do not remember Messenger from Heaven. That's not, so it ended up being titled Messenger from Heaven. That is not what I started with it titled. So I have to remember. Okay. I do have a window in there. And it even has a corner. Okay, we got some low base work here. Oh my gosh. What did you do to him? It looks like he got a trim. He got a whisker trim. That's gorgeous. Look at that clarity. Beautiful. Dang, no. How close were you? Because I'm going to go out on a limb and say too close. Where was that? Was that near your home? It's like sad music. Ooh! Was it an enclosure? That does look way too close. Agreed. I can't find the window. Or what I really need is the Signs and Omens. I think it started out called Signs and Omens, but I don't think it's called that. I don't like any of these. I guess I could stop being lazy and go ahead and photograph. I'll find it though as soon as I get off. I did start tagging composite pieces because there's some stuff I use just over and over and over. That's not what I'm looking for. I guess I could use that window. Let me see what window that is. Oh, you know what? I bet it's not. No, I do want to use that. I want to use the one from the bird picture. I don't have any idea where it came from. I have about 2 minutes left. Heart, no. Huh. So, let me see. Maybe it's in here. Because that was from last year's ITC. Okay, this is the picture that I'm talking about. And I want to find this window. Oh, it is that one. There's my guide image. Okay. So, maybe what I really need to do is find that. But I won't make you guys sit here and wait for me. I will get my life together and have it all set up for the next time that I stream. In the meantime, is there somebody? Let's see who's there to raid. I'm gonna go see what somebody else is up to. Let's see. Okay, I don't have anybody unless you guys have somebody. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out and watching the ugly part of a composite. And we will get much closer. We're done with Santa for June. And we'll get much closer to the fun part next time. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do the multi-layered. It's going to be kind of a hybrid of drawing and portrait for my oldest son. And stack a couple of his interests together in an image and a portrait for him. Oh, awesome. All right, let's raid. But in the meantime, I will see you guys on Friday. Have a good night. Let's raid here if I can. It's been a long time since I did that. Let's see. Here we go. All right, guys. Have an awesome night. Bye. In 3 seconds, bye. Now, bye.
Whoa. Oh, chat, I'm sorry. I am behind. Held a message. Oh, weird. Sorry about that. I don't know why Autobot did that. Whoa, thank you so much for the raid, Allie. Thank you. How was your stream? Welcome, everyone. Welcome, raiders. Hi. I did not photograph this, by the way. This is Dr. Praxis in the chat. How is everyone doing? I'm just reading the chat real quick.
Doug, why do my mommy? Please.